Hey guys and gals, let's have a look at Grimkeeper The Cage Monster by LEGO DREAMZzz. This is set number 71455. Contains approximately 274 bricks, retails for $37.99, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Well, this does look like some sort of monster, so I guess he's supposed to lock up all the non-sleeping people. I don't know what he does. And we got stud launchers and stuff, and this is just from first impressions and just by looking at the box. And here's the various actions. Looks like we have 2 stories we can build from, and the minifigures included are Cooper, Mateo, and Z-Blob. So it's not too bad, but honestly it looks kind of dark. Well, first let's start with our minifigure. So off the left we have Mateo. And I found out, I think this is supposed to be a pencil. And print work does go on the front and back. He's got an hourglass. He's going to time me on how fast I do the review. And it's got the choppy hair. And then next we have Cooper. Just have the nice print work as well. I think they both have double-sided heads. I don't like taking off the wigs much. And on the right we have this little flying thing that's supposed to have studs inside these stud launchers, and I choose not to put them in there. So basically we can put Mateo. You're going to have to drop the pencil in your timing device, and then what he does is he just sits in here like that, and there's no handlebars with this. He just does this. With the stud launcher is supposed to shoot him. Why? Because Cooper's been a naughty guy. He's been leaving all his parts all over the floor. So this guy just comes in and grabs him, throws him inside the cage. That's why they call him the Cage Monster. And that's essentially what he is, and he's waving at us too, because he's telling us, hey, be careful, because you're next if you don't pick up your parts. And yeah, so this is I think this is the Grimkeeper. Yes, I'm sure. And this is essentially what he is a brick belt figure, kind of close to a Bionicle figure. And yeah, it looks like something like Predator, that movie Predator. His arms do move and everything rotates around. His fingers move. It does have a lantern in here, and that can be detached too. It's just held in here with a clip. And for the most part, everything feels really stiff on him. It's really good, so nothing's going to fall apart. Like his head will move, so it's just pretty cool. And this is probably his hairdo on the top, and his legs do move. So if you wanted to, you can have him just sit down and prop his feet up on the coffee table if you want. But he looks better standing up. So everything is flexible. Well, that just came off. And no, guys and gals, I will not censor that out. So, when I did the initial build, nothing came apart. So there is a really kind of a weak spot there. Well, now we know. But for the most part, though, he is sturdy. Just be sure to bend it from the joints and hold on to here. Okay. And that's essentially about it for him. And for the most part, he's a pretty flexible creature. Now, for the review, we're going to start right on with build quality. And up to the part where his legs fell off, it's a pretty robust build, so you got to be careful how you handle him. As you saw there, his legs came off, but all the joints and everything are pretty much locked in place. And of course, we have the flying machine and all that stuff. So the build quality in this stuff is pretty good. Build experience, on the other hand, just like with a few of these other sets that I've got, this one was kind of on the dull side. I was getting kind of bored with it. I think it's just the blacks and the grays. Not too appealing with it. So for me, the build quality was the build experience was a bit lacking. Build quality was, now after doing this, it's okay. Play value, yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. You can throw your figures in there if they don't pick up their Lego bricks. You could have Mateo shoot him senseless with the stud launchers. Or if he really wants to punish him, here, you can grab the pencil and you can write an essay how bad you've been taking all the kids who've been picking up or who've been leaving their bricks on the floor. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of things you can do here with this set. So, yeah, it's not short on play features whatsoever. Now, for city drop-in value, I mean, unless you want to have them run amok on your city, but I don't see any use for this in a city. It would just kind of look out of place. I wouldn't really drop it into a city. For mock value now, you could add a little bit more to this. You can add a backdrop. You can expand on some of these. You could even use this for parts for other builds. So there's a lot of mock potential with this set. Now, the set is not a collaborative build. That means that really only up to one person can build this set. Bag 1 did Cooper and the torso on the Grimkeeper, and then bag 2 did the arms, legs, and head, and bag 3 did this. So the build's not bounced out to where up to 2 or 3 people can build it. It's only just a solo build. That's the only downside with it. Now, after doing the whole review on this set, I'm going to give it a score. Since that came apart, it was originally a 9 when I did it. I'm going to say an 8.5 because you got to be careful on how you handle this now. And the other points being dinged off is the brick separator was missing. There was no brick separator provided with the set. So if you're building this and you make a mistake, you're going to have to rustle up a brick separator. That's the only way to survive this. And I've messed up a few times building this. So yeah, brick separator is possibly needed with this set. Building instructions are easy to follow and stuff like that. So I would say it's an 8.5 for this build. You know, and some say I'm pretty generous on it. That's just how I see it in my mind. The build experience, like for me, was kind of dull and boring, but for the most part, it did turn out very well. You got a complete flexible action figure. I can refer to it more as an action figure than anything else. So an 8.5 is my final score. For retail price of $37.99, you're getting 2 minifigures, this flying thing with stud launcher, pencil, hourglass, and of course the Grimkeeper. I don't see it in this set. It seems a bit overpriced, like the price has been inflated for what you're getting. I mean, yes, you're getting a good, somewhat durable Grimkeeper, but I just don't see it. I'd see maybe no more than 30 at the max, but $37.99 is a bit steep for this set. But I want to know what you guys and gals think of this build. Okay, I want to know what your feelings are about this. This is something that you're looking forward to. Feel free to leave your comments below.